So, if Andy Reid beats the Eagles again, what was the question on the chat board? Will he become the biggest villain?
Yes.
Well, he's never going to be a villain.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, I think.
Interesting question.
It is.
Because the question asked, and this is the mental ward on our YouTube chat, that if Big Red wins his third Super Bowl, does he become the new villain because he could not win one here and he stopped Philly twice? Would this actually be Reid's fourth Super Bowl? Wasn't it? Third in a row. But it would be his fourth total because he won Super Bowl 54 as well. But, yeah, if he gets in the way of the Eagles winning twice in 3 years, wins his fourth, and couldn't do it here in Philadelphia. I mean, I already know there's a lot of people who
I don't know why that would
now,
make you a villain. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, he's a Hall of Fame coach who happened to be better than what your team was. Like, I don't know. How's that make you a villain?
Well, I guess if he wasn't a coach.
If he taunted the Eagles while he did that, he'd be a villain.
Yeah, but if he wasn't a coach and he was a player, we have players that have become villains because they constantly beat the Eagles. Like we still hate Joe Juravicius. We still hate Rondé Barber.
Well, we don't hate them. We hate the Eagles for letting them do it to us. We don't hate Joe Juravicius. Really, why would you hate Joe Juravicius? Because he made a play. I mean, it's a play that'll go down and stick in your craw. But I hate Blaine Bishop.
Yeah, you hate Blaine Bishop.
I don't hate Joe Juravicius.
Well, are there any players on opposing teams in any sport where you still hate them?
The only ones are from the villains are the competitive angle, like a Dallas Cowboy or a Boston Celtic. Like that's where the villain comes in.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate Andy Reid. I don't hate Andy Reid. I know there are people who hate him now, though, Mike, who can't stand him because he couldn't win here.
Listen, he didn't have the right formula here to win. He learned what the right formula was.
And what was that, drafting Patrick Mahomes?
I guess that's part of it. But he always said you need to get the franchise quarterback. You need to root yourself with a franchise quarterback. And I think his attack got a little more sophisticated. His defensive coordinator has helped him out a lot. He's built an organization there that is pretty impressive. Like, he's built a culture.
And he did it fairly quickly.
Yeah, so I can't say you're a villain. You worked to the point where you created a culture. I can't hate you for that, you know?
It is just frustrating. I'm trying to now remember because it's been so long since he was here. It was frustrating, though, some of the in-game decisions he would make, the clock management, how bad it was, the refusal to run the football at times.
Yeah. All right. Let's get Ish in here. Ish, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, Mike, how are you?
What's up, Ish?
Hey, how are you? Yeah, you guys were talking about the Eagles quarterbacks. I agree. I think Donovan is hands down number one.
For now he is, but Bill makes a good point. You win the Super Bowl, then what would you think of Jalen?
If he's, I still would have to give it over McNabb if you're just looking at the numbers. I got to wait for Jalen's career to be done and over with.
Okay,
but
that's fair.
You know what I do feel bad about? Like when McNabb was here, we treated him so badly and getting booed the draft.
Now this is where I got to stop you. This is where I got to stop you. I can't take any more of this. I can't take any more. He got booed at the draft. It was ridiculous for him and his family to react that way because they needed to understand the context of it. And we didn't treat him badly until he played badly, until he lumped up in 3 NFC title games. That's why we treated him badly, not because he got booed at the damn draft. Yeah, what'd I do? Leave you speechless there?
You did. You went after him.
I left you speechless.
No. I want a general knowledge.
I'm going to give you a general knowledge question, but this boot at the draft thing is coming out of my ears now.
No, but I'm saying, years later, we have to make amends for how we treated him.
No, we don't. We don't have to make amends. No, we don't have to make amends.
But, Ish, 30 idiots did that, not the city. Why do I have to make amends for 30 idiots that went to a draft and booed a draft pick? It was so stupid. I don't have to make amends for that. I never booed McNabb.
They didn't boo him because they booed him. They booed the non-choice of a running back.
Which was still idiotic.
Yeah, of course it was. All right, let me give you a general knowledge
It was
question.
bad, and then
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. If you understand the context of it, you let it roll off your damn back. If you're going to be that sensitive to that, and that's the way he played. What was the context?
Can you give me the context of it?
The context was that Ricky Williams was being touted as the draft pick they should have, including it was endorsed by the mayor at the time, Ed Rendell. So 30 people went up and booed the draft pick because it wasn't Ricky Williams. It wasn't they were booing McNabb because he sucked.
Well, Rendell.
And your buddy.
Hold on a second. Let me get it. Hold on. You're listening to WPEN and WPEN HD1, Burlington, Philadelphia, Beasley Media Group station, broadcasting live from the Comcast Business Studios, powering possibilities. All right, Ish, here's your general knowledge question. Within two, how many times did Tom Brady throw for 4,000 plus yards?
How many times Tom Brady within two?
Well, I'll give you within two.
Can you repeat that question? I'm sorry.
How many times did Tom Brady throw for 4,000 yards? If you get within two of your answer in his first career, yes.
Tom threw three times in his career, 4,000 yards.
3 times? You're not even in the same neighborhood, right? Like you, 3 times. Tom Brady played 74 years.
Let me take a crack at it. What was it, 3,000 or 4,000 yards?
4,000.
I'm going to say he did it 8 times.
You are not even in the neighborhood.
Really?
14 times.
Wow.
15 was where I was trying to go to.
Wow, I'm off too. See, I'm going back to the beginning years of Brady. I didn't think he threw. Let me pull this up. I thought in the beginning years they were more reliant on their defense than they were their offense. But let me see what years he did this. And he only got hurt one season.
I can tell you what years he did it. The first time he did it.
05 was his first. So he was a starter for 1, 2, 3, 4 years before he did it once.
05 was the first time he did it.
Oh, man.
And then he did it in 2007. And then he did it in 2009.
Well, he did it 6 straight years to finish his career. Yeah.
All right.
Bad
So
guess by me.
3 is half of
all right, Ray.
consecutive years.
Ray, there have been only 2 quarterbacks in Jacksonville Jaguars history to have thrown for 4,000 or more yards. Can you get both of them?
All right. Let's start with.
Now, this is for Celtics tickets now. Celtics tickets and golf passes in your hometown.
I know, this is
in
difficult.
Oaks, PA.
This makes me very, very nervous.
All right.
Trevor Lawrence.
Incorrect.
Oh, wow. Bortles one of them?
Blake Bortles is one of them.
Great guess.
And the other was a left-hander.
Leftwich?
He looks like Leftwich a little bit, though. Similar style, right?
He doesn't.
It's not the same guy?
Like Leftwich, no.
Oh, you're talking about Mark Brunell.
Mark Brunell is
I'm
correct.
thinking it was, who was the other quarterback? And I'm drawing a blank. Looks like Leftwich. Very similar build.
I don't know who you're talking about.
He was their quarterback for a while.
Is that you're talking about the guy from Marshall? Oh, that was Leftwich, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm
Leftwich also threw right.
Is it, oh, man, what was his name?
I don't know who you're talking
That
about.
wasn't actually as bad of a guess. I threw for 2,900, so.
David Gerard.
David Gerard.
David Gerard is who I was thinking of.
David Gerard.
Yeah.
All right.
He was their quarterback. Hold on, how many yards did he
I
throw?
barely remember him.
Hold on, you said it was, he threw for 3,600 and in 2 years in a row. 3,600 in 08, 3,600 in 09.
That would make him 800 yards short of the category I'm asking for.
Would you say 4,000?
How has Lawrence not done this? How is Lawrence up to that he can't get to 4,000 in today's
Trevor
stage? They're
Lawrence,
trailing every game.
Because he's an overrated towhead.
He's thrown for 4,000 twice.
Who?
Lawrence.
He has?
Yeah.
Well, this is maybe old questions, Ray.
That's not an old question.
He threw 4 in 2022 when they went to the playoffs. He threw 4 in 2023.
Ray, can you do
I
your
filed
best?
a protest.
Can you do your best? Duval.
No.
Oh, he has? Well, I don't. You're not listed on this list here. What's the criteria?
Bortles and Lawrence would have been my first two guesses. They were.
All right, Ray, does Ray get the point? I think he does.
I'm filing protest.
All right.
We got a 1-1 tie.
The point.
We got a 1-1 tie.
Because I told him he was incorrect after the first answer, and he had Bortles in reserve. All right. Well, this is. I don't know why they wouldn't have him here.
Ray, since you just proved Mike wrong on that, are you agreeing with me or Mike? We haven't gotten your position. Do you put Jalen Hurts as the best quarterback in franchise history right now, just based off of the level of success he's had in such a short period of time?
It's a crazy thing to say, but if the dude wins a Super Bowl, he's the combination of he's had some electric regular seasons. Go back to 2022, and like you look back at McNabb's numbers in regular seasons, and I understand different areas of football, passing touchdowns. There's some like low 20s, high teens in terms of passing touchdowns, which is kind of where you find Hurts in terms of passing touchdowns. He would have that regular season and 2 Super Bowl appearances and a Super Bowl. It'd be hard for me to say he's not.
So you need him to win Super Bowl 59, and then you're giving it to him.
Yeah, like he's been to 2 Super Bowls at this point.
But if he plays well in the Super Bowl and they lose because of Mahomes on the other side, you're not giving it to him. See, that's where I say I think we should give it to him right now.
That's the difficult part, because I look at the playoff differences, and we mentioned the belly aching over McNabb's playoff performances. The last time Hurts threw an interception in the postseason was 2021. You can't find a postseason in which McNabb didn't throw an interception.
And I gave you guys the stat line yesterday. You look at Jalen Hurts' 2 biggest games of his career, Super Bowl 57 and the NFC Championship game on Sunday, and he played lights out in both of them. He showed up big when it mattered most. Best quarterback in franchise history, Jalen Hurts.
610-632-0975. We are tied in general knowledge. Audience 1. Ray Dunn 1. It's the Mike Missanelli Show back at.
Hey, everybody, it's Bill Colarulo. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel so you can engage during the show, and you're not going to want to miss all the content that we post. It's not only the live videos. It's videos after the fact. It's our shorts. It's all the content you want as a Philadelphia sports fan. Looking forward to connecting.